Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Patrick's Parabox, where we're just cleaning up one little thing from last episode. And this is one of those things where I think just like a lot of puzzle garbage had built up in my head, and now that I've had some time to sort of reset my brain between episodes, what needs to happen here is much clearer to me. I don't exactly have the plan for how we're going to do it, but like obviously we need to flip this red shape, right? So that it can sit here facing the interior of the space, and then we need to get a version of this space set up against a mirrored version of this space on this side over here so that the two red things are back to back and preventing each other from being pushed, but we can still enter them. Why was that not obvious to me in the moment? Because gosh, there was a lot going on in my head. Okay. So we need to flip this. We just need to push it into one of the mirrors. Right? That's good now. And then we're going to have to flip the whole actual puzzle in the same way, right? Because we need to get this on the left side of this block so that it can be put here. And we can do just the exact same thing, right? Like that should work. Yeah, that's all that was. You gotta let your brain just reset a little bit here and there. Maybe I'm trying to take on too much per episode. I don't know. Cycle. Okay. I think I see what we're doing here. Yeah, when they say cycle, they mean the way that we would push stuff. Yeah, okay. So we want to cycle this to here. I guess that didn't have to be. There's a lot of places that could be. Okay. Basic idea of this area achieved. So we push this here until the yellow thing comes out, then push it backwards so that it goes into the part of the block we can enter. And we push these until there. Easy. This one's a little bit more fun. Okay, so it doesn't matter. No, it absolutely matters. It absolutely matters which row we do these in because this block's not movable. So we just have to cycle these until they all match up. It's like lock picking. Click. Okay, principles of a new set of puzzles basically understood. So, create the cycle conditions, and then cycle till this is ready. Okay. And then, like this, and put this up against the wall. No, that's not right. How do I get to enter this thing? No, wait, that's totally right. Because I was trying to set myself up to scale change and enter it over here. I can just enter the version of the block that's here. This is definitely more interesting. Why does that work? Okay, because it propagates, right. We push here, and as we know, the first part of that push that is processed, it's not simultaneous, it processes the farthest part first, and the farthest part of this push being processed causes a block to come out here, which then causes the whole thing to be locked again, so no further pushes process from there. So we need to push until this is here, move you out of the way, go fix that, and then how do we enter this thing, though? Because we can do this, but that doesn't, right? Oh, I see it, okay. We push until this is at the top. Push this thing to here, shove this up one Okay. Tutorials understood. Let's try it in a real puzzle. Why does this not work the obvious way? Oh, because I'm going to be stuck, is why. Yeah. When the position is such that this thing is in the open, I'm going to be in a different place where I cannot access it. Okay, so how do we work with that? We can execute pushes from here. Yeah, that's how we do it. We cycle off center until the yellow thing is in the spot we need it to be in. Okay, easy enough. For a challenge puzzle, remarkably forgiving. Oh, this is cool. So... none of these flip? Wait, how do I enter this if none of these flip? Doesn't that seem impossible given the blocks that we have here? Because we need to come in off center to the left, and there are no blocks here that have off center to the left exits on them. If we could horizontally flip this one or this one. Oh no, sorry, it's right here. Sorry. Okay, so I need to put this here, and this here. That's the thing of this puzzle. So, well, first things first. Some of these are in the wrong carousel. We can work with that first. Okay. Ooh, wait, no, sorry. We have to put one more space between these. Yeah, and then we can just do this, put that in the right place, rotate these until they're in the right spot. Yeah, because those have to have a block between them in the end. Okay, brain's getting hung up on simple stuff, which is not like a great sign, necessarily. So we can do this to get out of here. Then I need to push the 2 orange blocks up from the bottom of this thing to get the yellow block into a position where we can enter it again. Is the idea? Or down. Down also works, actually. How do we... We can't push stuff through the, Well, here, I can put this here and then press down. And then do the same thing with this block. And it's the same thing, because what's really being taught to us here is that we need to think about all cycles bidirectionally, omnidirectionally, really. All of the directions that they have access to. Interesting. So... what we have to end up with, right, is this thing in that spot, and then a continuous chain of orange blocks with us in it in the other spots. Like, it's just... is it just this simple? So we do this, and then we push until... yeah, weird. It's weird for that to be a challenge level, because it's just asking us to recreate the stuff we've seen in the non-challenge levels, like with no twist or anything, just perfectly recreate it. Okay. Weird, but I'm certainly not complaining. So When we push things up, they're going to enter the area that we're in. But when we push things down, they're going to come out in the bottom right. There's no way for me to access this stuff, it seems like, because we can't get the actual green puzzle space out of that area. So clearly there's something going on here that makes that not true, because we will not be able to solve this puzzle otherwise. I will never be able to enter that yellow block. So how do I make it? Wait, is that the center? Okay, yeah, that's, sorry. I thought this was off center by one. For some reason I was thinking it was one tile to the right of center. Okay, so that means that it's possible to put enough blocks in here that we can, in fact, just do this thing that looks really impossible. Yeah, because it tries to push at the furthest point. No push possible, so it checks the next point, then the next point, then the next point, then this point where the push can happen, causing this thing to disappear into this block and simultaneously appear here due to the nature of the total spatial nightmare that is Patrick's Parabox. You know, this is what physics means in this place. Alright. So we can push this until that space is in a spot where we can access it from the bottom. Push this into here. Wait, how am I gonna access it once it's in position, though? That's a problem. No, it's not. Never mind. Sorry, I do the pushing from inside in like the really obvious way because it's the only thing that can work. And then I guess we can just, it will be fewer pushes to go right to the location where we need to get out of the container than it would have been to do it to the left. This is very cute and very pretty as well. So... Wait, I need to be... Okay, sorry. I need to do some transfers here, because I have to end up in one of the spaces adjacent to the pink space to be able to solve this. There we go. That's a really cute puzzle that works like more on an intuitive level than it does on an actually thinking it out level, in a way that's really fun. All right, so I need... do I need to happen here? I need to use the swap. We have to swap this thing horizontally so that it lets us out here. But then in order to enter it, we need this to turn vertically, right? Because that's how we get in here. The horizontal swap is not going to fix that. Unless... No, this seems like a problem, right? Because, like, this is cool, but how do I get into the top of that piece? If this could be flipped vertically, we can enter this thing, and that would allow us to do it, but without that, we can push up from below with this thing, but it won't help to push it to this position because it's going to get us to here. So we need... Oh, I see. I think I got it. What we have to do is get in here, use this to push up until we have reversed this tile. So now it's facing these external spaces. We do this thing. Sorry, we do this thing to here, And then if that other thing is in the space below us, we get in it, ride it until it reverses, and then keep riding it up until we're here. So that's how this works. This has to be in the tile above this one. Hopefully I explained that in a way that makes sense. Okay, so we reverse this. Oh, but they have to be reversed to the same degree when we do that. Okay, so we have to cycle this a little bit more. They have to be facing the same direction. There we go. Now we can do this. We have to ride these up until we reverse them both. Get out of this one. Get into this one. And then ride it up until we are reversed and in the position that leads to the other yellow space. Okay. It's just a conveyor belt. This is exactly how conveyor belts work in real life, right? Okay. So we have a pointer to the yellow space. But also the yellow space doesn't actually have to be filled. Right, we can't push things while we're not the same scale that they are, is the problem here. But what we can do, we can enter the pointer yellow space and then climb out of it to be back at this location. We had to figure out a way to move the belt while not being able to be the same size as the belt. Which seems like a problem. Seems like a huge problem. Yeah, how do we... There must be something I don't understand about the basic physics of this. Because, like, this seems like you just can't... Seems like a thing you just can't do. So this lets us warp back out if we get stuck. But it's also a way of changing our scale in a way that maybe we can do something tricky with. It seems to me, and obviously this must be wrong, because if I'm right, then there's no way to solve the puzzle. It seems to me that there is no way to... It is both true that there is no way to insert ourselves into this row, because it's completely full, and also that there is no way to take an orange block out of the row. But I'm pretty sure that if both those things are true, this puzzle cannot be solved. So, maybe I am missing the way that we would solve one of those problems. If we could tuck one of the orange spaces inside of something, but we can't, right? Why do we have these specific orange spaces? I guess is a good question. Why is it a space with only a left border, a space with left and right, a space with left and right, and then a space with only a right? Why do that instead of making them all the same? And the answer is so that things can be pushed into these spaces. Two of these spaces are able to have things shoved into them from the side. Right. So if we get down here, yeah, that push is actually doable. What does that give us? So if we walk it to this position, then we can now do the same thing from the other side, which allows me to... Okay, I think I see. If we just push this into here, then we... Wait. Oh, interesting. Just pushing on the side of the green block at all also does it. Right, we have to use the pointer space to enter the yellow space while the yellow space is in this tile. Is what it is. So... Okay, I think I'm getting there. So I'm gonna move this so that I can push from the left. On the left side, it would be really helpful to put the yellow space into here, I think. This is the one we wanted in. Then we push until we get, there we go. So now we can adjust the puzzle from this side while the yellow space is in the correct spot. Bounce this over to here, jump into the pointer space, which lets us exit there. Okay. Hooray. We did it. So, this is interesting. We need to use the green space, the smaller green block space, as a way of emitting orange blocks into these spots. If I push right now, I cause an infinity problem. So let's not do that. But this comes with its own issues, right? How do I... So right now I could go here and push up, but that doesn't actually seem productive. Right? Yeah, I don't think that does very much for us. Oh, and now I can't even... Right, I have to... Huh. Okay, how do we make this work? It's fun to watch. How do we make this work? How do I get access to... How do I get access to a space from which I can push things down out the bottom of the green block while still producing... While still being able to move the green block around is really the question. So wait, maybe it is the case that I have to... Oh no, I can't access the bottom here anyway. It's not centered, right? If we could get one block out of this horizontal row, it would give us a lot of freedom moving things around. But we can't is the way that sentence ends. Okay, this has to be the first step, right? Because there's literally nothing else we can do that changes the state of the puzzle in any way. Sorry, there's that. Obviously, that's not correct. So... Right? Hold on a second. Hey, infinity's not allowed to have an edge. Yeah, okay, you can't re-enter even from the center if the puzzle has become infinite. Or if you've broken the infinite relationship. The problem is precisely the opposite, right? The problem is the puzzle was infinite before and you've made it not infinite. Okay, so now I can do this, which is nothing. But I can cycle my distance from the puzzle. Here it is. I can cycle my distance from the puzzle as long as I am to the right of the green block. So, what I need to do is, I need to be here while you are here. Actually, this will be easier to do the other way around. Let's start with this one. So, I need the puzzle to be 2 spaces to my left, which is the same thing as... there has to be one orange block between me and the puzzle on my right. No. On the left. we're right as it is right now. Yeah. That lets me do this. Okay. Then we come over here, we increase this distance by 1. And then I need to increase the distance by 2 more. So push, push, then bounce this back through. There we go. Ooh, it's nice to be like relatively well rested, and I feel taken care of and put together, and my chronic health issues are not bothering me badly this morning, so all of that stuff is very helpful. Okay. Right now we can't access the spaces in this yellow block at all, so we need to do some scale changing stuff here. We're gonna end up inside of one of these spaces. I need to end up inside of one of the spaces inside of the other space, while this is just here. Ooh, wait, these aren't scaled right. Hold on. They are... they do not have the same aspect ratio. Okay. So this has to be... Also, this is complicated because I have to do this once on the top of this and then again on the side of it. So... oh shit, right. That doesn't work that way. How do we do this? Because I need to push this. Well, hold on. So if I do this thing... if I put the yellow space just next to the yellow block, does that line me up appropriately? It does. Okay. So how we actually do this is, this has to be in the corner. The green space has to go here. Yeah, and then the yellow space has to go here. It's less complicated than I was thinking. It just relies on you noticing that the spaces are aspected differently. What is the meaning of this? Oh, these are outlines is the meaning of this. So, so one of these spaces ends up inside the other in one of the outlines. How do I do this? So the answer is... this is so weird. Okay, so... we do this and then push this down onto here. Shit, right, but I can't enter the space afterward because it's centered. So... one thing we can do is we can like load these first. And then... no, I didn't leave myself the ability to push this into the yellow thing didn't need to be against the wall. It didn't need to be against that wall. We can do this here. Then assemble this setup in the corner. There we go. And hey, look who remembered which thing pushes into what in which order. For the first time ever, it feels like. Alright, seems to me like... So if I press up here, it's going to cycle. And we can break the cycling behavior. So if I press this to the right, and then this again, it's going to come into the space there. And if I press it down now, it leaves reality. So that's the thing we have to be very careful about. But if I move this, yeah, I can't move this out to the side anywhere because this is a fully recursive space. There's no pointer magic or anything going on here. So I need to be like very careful about how I line this up. No, see, that doesn't work. I can't. My concern is this block on this side of the puzzle. I'm not really 100% sure what to do with that. So let's see. I can push this to here. So we can move this. And now when we push things out of the top of the puzzle, they come out in this column, which we need. And then I have to get around this somehow, though. And I did not fully plan a way to do that. So how do I push? Because I can't leave through the left side of the puzzle to emerge into the puzzle to the left of the block unless I'm already to the left of the block once the orange blocks are in place. And I can't move that up. Nothing can be moved up off the bottom layer of the bottom row of the puzzle once it's down there. So it has to be the case that this is the thing that goes here. I just have to keep my head about how I'm moving everything else around. This is such a weird looking everything. Everything that's happening here is so weird looking. It's like a lot of this is pretty good. A lot of this thing I did last time is pretty good. Let me push this up into the corner space. No, that's the last thing that happens. Right? Because that puts me to the left of the wall. Trying to figure out how I maneuver myself around. So right, we end up somewhere like this. And then I have to push a block into place. And in doing so, seal myself into the correct side of the puzzle. Which means that the block that gets put into that place has to be here. Hold on. Let's get that back over there. Okay. Push this here. Push that there. Push myself up here. Push this up out of the puzzle, then push this up there. I have locked myself in correctly. Because we were building a space that necessarily would prevent us from moving freely, but we needed to be on the left of it. All right, we probably will not finish player today, but let's start it at least. Let's take a look. Oh no. Oh no. I guess this was coming. What if I wasn't just a square, right? That's exactly how I feel about it. All right, so let's pick this up and then feed it. This game, I'm having such a good time, y'all. Oh, Trixie. Okay, hold on a second. This needs to go in... No, this needs to go in the top. This one has to go in the right side. Then this one has to go in the bottom because we have to be able to consume... There we go. That's very fun. How do I... So what's my scale? Okay, so I'm a 3x3. So the idea is we have to consume stuff here in a way that's going to allow us to push this out later. So once stuff's in me, I can't... Okay. So if I consume, this is going to push the blue block out. And then we do this, we push this thing back out. And that's the core of the idea. We just have to do it in a place where it can actually do something. In a place where we will be able to enter it afterward. But I don't actually get a lot of options here. How do I do this? Because obviously, like, pushing this out into here is a loser's game. And if I can't expel the blue blocks by any other method, then trying to take this into anything other than the central band, the central row of our character is going to be really bad. And in fact, we don't have enough blocks to push anything out unless everything is in either the same row or the same column. Wait, is this? Yeah, this is in the normal part. This is supposed to be easy. So whatever my brain is missing here, I'm mildly concerned that it's going to be a larger problem. Because, like, we can absorb 2 of these boxes into the middle column, which allows me to do this, but it doesn't, like, that's not helpful. So it feels like this must be the case, right? We must have to do this, but then you can't actually win the puzzle from here, it doesn't feel like. We need to be in any other row. And I can't move stuff around and deposit it elsewhere because, like, this is where the blocks are. Let me jump up to the next thing in this line. I'm just curious if it's going to potentially present some stuff to us that clarifies what my problem here is. Because, like, yeah, this one's extremely straightforward. Also, we kind of look like a neat elephant. That's fun. So I need this. Nope, sorry, that's got to be the last one. Right, we have to get this thing to expel into that space so that we have the ability to move through it into the exit. But how do I get a block to be below it? Because we need a third block that we can put into the center column, but also this has to be the top block in the center column. Maybe there's there's some kind of core element here that I'm missing. So we can definitely consume these, but we can't do so in a way that's useful, it doesn't seem like. I can grab you. Maybe I'm trying to use Am I trying to use the yellow thing inside of myself? No, that can't be. Because we can't create a position where it wouldn't be able to move. It could always just get shoved out the other side of us. I could surround it with blocks. But yeah. Oh, here we go. I can center it like that. No, that still doesn't do it. There's multiple ways we can get this into the middle part of our body, but there's not, as far as I can tell, a way that we can use that to then get it into the top part of our body, which is what we actually need. I can... Oh, here we go. How about... This is going to let me eject another block somewhere else if I want. That's not actually helpful. Okay, if we do this, we can cycle them. There we go. And now when I press down here, there we go. Yeah, okay. I needed to figure out that cycling move. So we can do the same thing here. That does help. The trick is you have to realize the cycle. Okay, I needed to see it in a different context. There we go. My brain figured out how to think about that eventually. So we can take this in on this side and then use these to expel it in a better place. And then what I actually want, I don't want to be in here. I want to put a blue block in here. So, oh, actually, hold on, was I fine before? Well, we have to expel one of these blue blocks. You know what? Here's the thing I'm not 100% sure about. Let me test something. Do I go in here or does it go in me? Okay, I go in here. That's what I thought it would do based on the way everything else has behaved for the entirety of the game. So yeah, it's something like that though. We need to load ourselves up with the blue blocks, and then we need to expel one of them somewhere that isn't the right wall in some way. I guess actually what it is we have to consume all of these first, and then consuming this thing here puts that out there. And then we cycle these. But we're just going to end up with the same situation here, though, right? The problem is I can't have a blue block and the green block outside of myself simultaneously once I load myself completely with blocks, which becomes a problem. I guess they don't need to be... There we go. That's really weird. Hold on a second, though. Why doesn't this push the green block out? So I press left. It attempts to push at the leftmost spot, and that push completes simultaneously with the movement. So it's not the case that we're in a space where there's an open space to our right until after the push is completely processed, I guess, is the answer. That's not intuitive to me, but that seems to be how it works, and that's a good thing for us to know for the future. Oh, I'm a pointer space. That's very funny. So when I do this, the blue block should push itself... Well, it does push itself to the right. Or rather, I consume it in that way. But that's not actually helpful. So we can do this and make it there. Then we can push it outside, get it consumed into the right side of us, which allows us to do that. Yeah, me being a pointer space for the puzzle space is very funny. This game has so many... Gosh, this game has so many really, really fun, cool ideas. Then I push the space that I represent down to here. But I need to... Because somehow we need to get this block up. If I do it this way. Hold on. I need to consume this and then push it out here. I need this to not be in that corner. Okay. Then I consume the block so that I can push the block a little bit deeper here. I do this and push it to there, and then I use this other pointer space to enter it so that we can expel... Yeah, we can emit the blue block before it gets to the bottom row of the puzzle, which makes the puzzle unsolvable. Whew. This is very fun. Okay, so... I need to get the brown space over to this wall. So this will cause the brown space to eat the blue block. I didn't really have a plan here. I'm just kind of doing stuff. This seems very bad. It seems like I'm going to have a hard time retrieving the brown space now. Hold on. Have a plan. How are we going to get the brown space off the wall? This is the real question. And an answer is not clear to me. Well, hold on. Okay, do we need to get the brown space off the wall? Is it possible to use this arrangement of tuckable spaces to produce an additional blue block? Can we do some recursion magic here? Like if I push the blue block into the brown space... No, right? I think. I can move around where the blue block is in the pink space very easily, but I cannot do the same with the brown block, which is a space, because pushing on it causes me to enter it instead of it being caused to enter me. And there's no way to generate the push... Yeah, there's no way to generate impulse on the other side of the brown space to make it push itself into me. So I am legitimately uncertain how this is possible. Unless I was wrong and we could use recursion magic to somehow get a second blue block. If the blue block and I are both inside the brown space... Oops, that's all I wanted. There we go. Alright, if the blue block and I are both inside the brown space, pushing the blue block out of the brown space causes it to enter my head in a different location. Which is not actually useful. Right, like it's already the case that we could get this blue block onto any wall that we want it on by doing this kind of stuff. And that's actually all that's accomplished by putting it inside the brown space as well, as far as I can figure out, is that we can use the brown space to corner it to a different location. But I need to move the brown space itself to a different location. And it will always be the case that I will collapse into it. Alright, you know what? We might leave this one for right now. Okay, that's funny. Hold on, I need to see what this is. Okay, that does have to be acted upon. Let's just bounce that out of ourselves. Oh, we're not going to have the... Okay. Sorry, we have to resolve the vertical loop first, actually. Because we won't... Once we put ourselves in position to resolve the horizontal loop, we don't have the space anymore to resolve this one. So we do this. I will press into it. But if I put it here, this just won't work, right? Because, yeah. That pushes one of the blue blocks into the shit. Well, I guess if we make it part of this row, it doesn't matter anymore, right? We can just do this thing. Push this out of here. Do that, and then no, because now I can't use this as part of the... I can do this though, and then we can horizontal loop some more. Yeah, okay. I just have to make it so those are not both on the same row at that point. This is funny. Okay, so I can use this thing to push blocks out of one side of us. Right, but it's not cyclable. So hold on, what I can do is, let's push this to the top, then use this to push it to the corner. Then use this to push it into the middle row on the left side, which allows me to do that. Okay. I just got an achievement for having solved 200 puzzles. That's nice. I hate that there's just another me here. This is my least favorite thing. Okay. So it's existentially, it's problematic, you know? So yeah, if we had the positions of these things slightly different, I guess the only way to do this that's going to help anything is to put this here. So now I can come and I can get that into the center row. And then I can do this to position it. But I'm gonna need to get it to the bottom of the center row as well. So actually what I want to do is push this here so that we can readjust it again afterward. There we go. Because now we have to put it back in this position. Cycle it to here, so when we enter this space, it pushes the scoring block out the bottom part of our body. I'm just gonna do another non-challenge puzzle. This just gets us to where we're going, you know? So we need to create an opening such that this can in fact be pushed in here. And by opening, I mean this thing has to be in the right location. Oh, right, but the puzzle itself is a part of my weird brain. Okay. So now that we've picked this up, we can do that so that we can... Okay. I get it. So we do this. I need to get this thing in a position where I can... So I use this to put it on the very right edge of me, which allows me to use this thing to transfer it to the top edge of me, which allows me to use this thing to transfer it to the left edge of me where it actually has to be for us to solve the puzzle. Then I can consume this block and move down. Okay. It's all about transfers. That's all. It's a transferring puzzle. Oh no. I looked at this and some part of me screamed internally. So I can come out of here to reverse myself in this space. Yeah, so I can flip myself horizontally whenever I want. Like I consume 2 of these. Then this. If I do this, I'm gonna go inside there, right? Yeah, that's... I need to consume that and then... How do I need to consume that and then force a block into it somehow, but I'm not really sure how to do that. Oh, okay, I guess the answer is I have to push this into the central location from the top so that I can then feed things into it from the side. So I want to reverse myself, load a block in here, that block specifically. Reverse myself so I can pick this up. Oops. No, I did a mistake here. Sorry. This one. Reverse myself again so I can load this in facing the correct direction. Push it down to the center. Reverse myself again so that I can... Yeah, there we go. There we go. I am still experiencing a lot of just joy. Direct joy. So that's something. If we push the real puzzle into this blue block while its mouth is facing left, then we can emerge from this into that blue block. That seems like a thing we need to be able to do. So I need to consume you. And then reverse myself. Consume both of... Wait, no, shit. Right, I go into that space. The way we do that is... Nope, but it has to be a... Shit. It has to be facing the other direction. Oh, that one's not reversing. Wait, how was I thinking I was going to finish pushing this? Okay, we can do that, and then there we go. Okay. So now I consume this, do that, push left, and then so I can come out of here, inside of there to reverse things, but shoot, I'm going to climb inside of this instead of consuming this into myself. And that's always going to be true, right? Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. I can't push the real puzzle up out of this thing the way I did this. But I needed it to be in the bottom row, right? In order to get up out of it in the early... The thing is happening where my brain is mush. We're just going to look at some more puzzles here. I think I'm hitting my puzzle limit for the day. So this is we just need a block to end up in that space. So I need to consume this, use the blue blocks to push it downward. And then that way we can come out of it in here. There we go. There we go. I'm the upper level of this puzzle. Please don't... I unironically love my eyes being everywhere. Okay. So I can... Oh, right, that's going to cycle. I don't consume that. I push it out of me first. I was trying to move it over to the center via the laws of consumption. How do I get it off the wall? As long as I'm not on the left edge when I do this, yeah, okay. And then, so actually, I need it to be like this, and then I need it to be like this. There we go. Yeah, as long as we're not on the edge when we push it out, we can relocate it. Okay, simple. I do not think it is likely I'll be able to solve many more complicated puzzles today, but we can... So this is going to be the same thing, where like if I could put an object between this block and myself while I'm pushing it out, I could get something done here. So... Oops, right, I'm sorry. I'm the infinity. So that makes that not work. There's no way for me to enter this space except by pushing down on one of these puzzles from above. But if I do this... No, it's not gonna enter. I'm not gonna enter this. I'm gonna push it out the bottom of myself. And same deal here. I can't actually loop these objects into each other in that way. Okay, let's just take a quick look at the blue thing, and then I gotta rest my head. Oh! Okay. Hey there, little identical me. Truly terrifying concept in all ways. Alright, so I've got us linked. Now I need to create space between us. So I can push you. That's interesting. Because it is a block. So when I push it, when I press up here, I push it one space, then it executes its up movement. And it does its orders slightly after we do our orders, so that we know that that's happening. That's almost sufficient there. There we go. So I need... If I can get above the yellow block, I can block it while the fake us enters it, and then we can... Okay, I have an idea. So I need to be 2 spaces up from you, and then we need to be on the same... Here we go. Upright down is fine. Left down, on the other hand, is not. So we have to go left, right, then down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I just need to, when we enter, we're going to come in the center. So if I'm intending to... If I'm intending to be the leftmost of these, then I already didn't do that right. So I need to be here. I press up. Right, that's good alignment. But actually, at this point, it's easier for me to do this. And then this, right? Yeah, now we're all in the same, we're all in the right rows. Oh, but our columns are, we're in the right columns, but our rows are not readjustable. That determines where we are. Okay. So I need one of these two to be in the column to the left of me, and the other one has to be considerably further left. Is this right? Shoot, but it's, again, I don't get to pick who goes where. So hold on, I wanna just go up here. Then I want you to go up here. Yes, there we go. Then this one needs to enter this so that it only moves over one column. Okay. Like I said, feeling a little fried right now. But when I move right, this is gonna break. Oh, I hate it. This is terrifying. All right, I need to go in here. I need to push the blue block out of you. But not like that. No, actually, that's fine. Sorry. Because, yeah, I can get it inside of me. Then I need to use this to break our relationship. Then you need to come back down here, position this correctly. Okay. There we go. Let me just crawl inside myself and tinker around a little bit. Ah. Okay. I mean, if that ain't the life experience of a trans person, what is? I didn't sign up for all this amateur endocrinology. To say nothing of the more complicated bits. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, some of the smoke will be cleared, and I'm confident we can clean up the 3 puzzles that are left in this room. But right now what's happening is I'm looking at them and my brain is just turning completely off. So when you come back next time, more puzzles, and then a new area that looks honestly just terrifying. It looks, from here, it looks like it's almost entirely challenge puzzles, and I am very concerned. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.